What is up, MFers, and welcome to the Harris Chain in Florida.
I'm not sorry. I can't stop with a love like mine.
Really setting in now. We rolled in yesterday. We actually spent 2 days getting down here. Got the whole family, got coleslaw, got the puppies. 14-hour drive for the final stop, the last final destination of the 2023 Bassmaster EQ Opens qualifier. It's a bunch of letters and words that basically mean I need to whoop some ass this tournament. So I'm 17th in points going into this one, and I just talked to my buddy Jacob Bigelow. If you don't follow him, he's got a really badass YouTube channel too. He posts just great fish catching stuff from the Opens this year, so I've been loving watching his stuff. But he said that there's some type of publication that puts analytics together, and he's like 2 points ahead of me in 16th. And so he's projected, they said he needs to finish about 13th or better to qualify for the Elite Series. I need to finish about 11th or better, which means we need to try to win this one. And so that's what we're gonna try to do. We are at the Harris Chain of Lakes. So if you look at it on a map, I believe it's 6 or 7 different lakes connected by canals. We are in one of those this morning. Got up, launched the boat. There's actually a high school tournament going on, 180 or 200 boats or something. So they're kind of following us and we're following them, and we're making our way through this canal. And these lakes are all connected by these canals. Current in these lakes, obviously down here in Florida, so we got a lot of grass. We got cypress trees, as you guys can see. We got canals. We got clean water. We got dirty water. We got boat docks. We got shell beds. We got rock piles. We got bridges. We got brush piles. So we got a lot to break down. And from the research I've done before we came down here, this tournament can be won in any of the lakes, and they all fish a little bit different. So we have a 5-day practice period to get this thing broken down. I've never made a cast in the state of Florida before, and it appears there's gonna be a decent amount of nuance. So day 1, practice, let's go. Already got one. Giant too. Well, I think we'll leave this spot now. Freaking scanning the damn grass edge with a big ass shell bar on it. Whoa. 3-pound guy. I think it was bigger than that. Even just mushed it up really good. I think this bait, I was just telling Cole last night, I was like, I'm gonna win on this lure right here. I'm definitely gonna catch him on a big glide too, but just a little 6 cents worm. Of course, we got an audience with the kids tournament going on, which is cool. You know, I'm just gonna sit here and blast a couple because the tournament's not for about 3 months from now. 5 days, 3 months, whatever. Water is not as clean as I thought it would be, but wouldn't think of that on a Carolina rig, but that's the deal. Dong, that's a fucking giant. So locked. It's like a Zark reel. Could be a knot bass, but doesn't seem like it. I don't know what else is out here. Get it away from these Tims. Oh my god. Getting a 10, 11 pounder. That was 10 plus, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see. I was gonna say, the way he was pulling, I was like, that feels like one of the ones that, yeah.
Like a Texas fish.
That feels like one of the big ones you freaking try to get. Yep, should I set it? Just in time. I can't shake off a fucking rig fish. Carolina rigged ridge worm. Appears down here in Florida. You're just gonna have to stick fish in front of people and give away your crickets. Actually, what it appears is we're not gonna be able to fish very much in practice. That should be good here. Not here, but shell. Such a negative feeding mood, dude. He just grabbed on. So pale. $397 boats everywhere. Bagging ish. Bagging-ish.
Sharp teeth.
Yeah. This close to 4. Fat. That one, I was using the big Divine shaky worm, but I like to bite it down to a 1-inch size. Finesse. I got one on. It's one of those pale bass. He got caught 4 times today. I've never seen bass that are just like straight white.
Oh, they look like white bass.
They do. I thought he kind of was for a second. At least every fish we've caught today has been a keeper. That's kind of nice. That was the smallest. Wow, that's a skinny boy. Well, you guys off. Welcome to day 2 of practice. I am fishing a Popka lake this morning. Yesterday, water was just nasty, 6 inches of visibility everywhere we went. Still caught some good fish, but I want to throw the big bait. I want to find some different stuff. And you always kind of got to struggle your way through these practices, deciding if you're going to grind it out in an area where you know there's a lot of decent fish and maybe occasionally you can catch a big one, or you go search for something sneaky. And so I think we're going to spend a lot of today looking for sneaky stuff, maybe looking for cleaner water. We can go try to get the glide bait thing going. Just try to look around a lot, not settle down in one area very much. And that gives us the rest of the practice, if we don't find anything today, to go back and really break down some of the sweet spots in those areas where a lot of the pressure is going to be. With all the boats and the fishing and everything, there's a giant high school college tournament going on again today. It's a 2-day tournament. So going to be a lot of boats, so I decided to go like as far away as possible. I think it takes like almost 2 hours to get down to the spot from launch, because you got to lock, and it's just a lot of idles and a long run. But I know there's big ones in here. There's big ones in every lake, and I'm fishing a little interesting deep hole right here. It's got a lot of fish, but I don't think most of them are bass. So start here. We're gonna go way back in some canals today, looking for some sneaky stuff, maybe a little pot of fish that could either get us going or spin the entire tournament in, and it's gonna be a fun one at least. Let's see what we can find. Oh my God, no, not this again. This is not Watts Bar. We're back to catching catfish. Skinny, nasty catfish at that. Andy wrecked my hook. Dang it. Woof. We should say meow. Bit better fish, not great, but better. I'm seeing some big ones chase the glide, but they're not committing, and then I throw this jerk bait to them. I don't know, that one will 2.5. Everybody always says, you know, Florida's so inconsistent. 6-7. Bagging. Sweet. Anyways, yeah, let's find more of these brush piles, I guess. That was cool. Oh, you want to work now, GoPro? Okay, let's record that. Yeah, let's record this bass right here that I just caught on this glide bait. It's about dang time. I found a brush pile that's got like a damn school of fish in it. I would take that. And there's a whole bunch that are just like this one. Which is a good one. Let's see, to be exact. Six 2 6-pounders a day would be nice. I think I've seen enough down here. Let's go find some other stuff. Deeper, 2.5. What the? Nobody's hooked yet. Coming right at me. A bass. Picked up the weight. That's a dark one. It's a good start, Cole. That'll go 2 whole pounds, won't it?
We're live.
We're live, folks.
We're back.
Dude, that's like a thick mat of freaking dickweed. That was my second cast the frog.
4:52, day 3 practice.
Found them. Baggins.
What do you call that? A pontoon pattern?
That's a tune pattern. A dirty pontoon pattern. I don't know why I'm throwing next to pontoons. It's like they can be anywhere. It's shaded. You just throw your cricket up underneath there and you listen for the skadoosh. That sounded bigger, didn't it? I didn't see it. Whole mat shook. That's a big one, wasn't it? It's like a 4-pounder. They're missing it. That is the thickest damn duckweed I've ever seen. That one got it. It's a good one. Solid keeper. Not very solid. They're freaking heavy out there. Keeper, small. They're loaded. Let's see if we get them fired up. Look at those jokers, Cole. It's a lot of fish. And they do not all look to be tiny either. All on this hard spot. There's bluegill beds. Look at them out there. Small keeper. Let's see him bleed it again. Not the best ramp we've ever used in my life, Cole, but at least there's a dragonfly hatch. Welcome to morning of day number 4 out here on the Harris Chain in Florida. Man, we've seen a lot of it. We've seen everything except Lake Griffin, which I don't think I'm gonna fish just because I am in a Popka right now. If you look at it on the map, it's a lock to get to a Popka. And I know I'm gonna fish here. I know I'm gonna fish on the southern end, some of the big brush pile fish we found the other day. It's not even feasible to run over to Lake Griffin, a big lake at this point, which is the other direction through a different lock. So this morning we are going to fish a lot of stuff that looks like this. It's a giant area up here, kind of where the canal comes in, where we have scattered pencil reeds. We got a couple different types of lily pads. We got some hydrilla, some eelgrass mixed in, I'm sure too. And just see if there's a grass bite up here to be had on some of this stuff. See if I can spend the whole day in here, or if I need to spend the first part of my day before those brush pile fish really get set up in the tournament on one of the lakes that is closer to launch on the way up here. So that's the goal this morning, and let's rip some. Bagging. Bass hate hydrilla. There's another bite. Shooting keeper's got to be 12. Oh my God. I was gonna say I can feel one swimming away with it, but he doesn't know what he is. Goodbye, Clout. Hello, 7-pound limit. God, there's so many fish in some of these little isolated clumps, but I don't know if they're bass or not. He's got a friend. Uh-oh. This one's gonna get me to 7 1/4. No! It fell off right there. We're on him. Nope, not this time, bud. Dude, that one's every bit of 1/8. Oh yeah. Do that. I'm not gonna do that again. It's obviously slick, calm, and sunny right now, but looking for some just little isolated grass patches. The whole every lake has grass around the entire perimeter, so I'm trying to find the stuff that sticks out the most. Plus, there's a canal right here, and I know in a month or so, already in Florida, those fish are going to be heading back there to go spawn, so hoping to find some stagers and throw in this little wingding clout combination. That's the deal. Bite getter. That's not the big cricket that was in there, that's for dang sure. Daggum crappie. Jumping crappie. God, that's a weird looking fish. Alright, shoot. Keeper. Over 2. Fat. Alright. Found one group. I'm gonna not burn them now. Looks like they're bigger today. But we had only been here at like 6 o'clock both nights, right, Cole?
That's right.
I've only seen like 26 other boats fish this spot too, so I'll probably have it to myself. What is up, MFers? Welcome out to the final morning of practice. Getting an early start out here today, and I'm still looking, guys. This is the biggest tournament of my life, trying to qualify for the elites. I need that top 10 finish, and so we're still out here trying to figure out a way to get the bites to do that. No, there's some brush piles right there, actually. I'm gonna have to fish some of those. Basically, we got some big fish found, but they are way far away, and they are in an area where there's a million people. There's people fishing all around it, so I can't really count on those unless I get like a top 10 boat number, and even so, people probably come still sit right on top of me. And then the other fish I found are far away, so I do have some smaller groups of fish found, and I haven't done a very good job of telling you guys exactly what's going on in practice. These fish, these offshore fish, are constantly moving, and we can absolutely have them and find them set up right now today, this last morning. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scan, we're gonna fish around a little bit, try some tactics with some baits that I've kind of figured out in practice in some other areas on some fish that I found that I couldn't get to bite here. So it's been tough for everybody. I still think it's gonna take probably 17, 18 pounds a day to get that top 10, which is at least what we need, 20 plus to win it. and we got some nasty 100% chance of rain, strong wind, thunderstorm weather coming in for the tournament. So all these things are going through my head when I'm trying to strategize, and hopefully we got a little bit more of a game plan put together here in 5.5 hours from right now. Well, hopefully you guys can hear me. It has begun. Practice is over. The official practice is over, and tomorrow morning we get after it. And it's supposed to do that all day. So we're gonna do our best to record this video, this tournament, the next couple days. We have a camera boat driver Cole's gonna be along with. I'm gonna be running the GoPro on the dash. I don't know, the way practice went, you guys have seen, it hasn't been great, it hasn't been terrible, but it was kind of the same as a lot of practices this year where I go out where I think it's gonna be going down and where I just feel like looks the best to me, and I blast them the first 2 days. And then the rest of practice, I have to leave that stuff alone so I don't burn the fish and keep them from biting the tournament, and I end up not having a very good rest of the practice. So we're just gonna have to see what happens really. I got a bad boat number, 110 tomorrow, which isn't bad because it's late. It's bad because it's in the middle. So I won't have first dibs at anything probably day one or day two. So kind of going through a rotation of places to hit along the way because we are going to go as far away as possible from boat launch at some point tomorrow. Might go first thing in the morning and stay the whole day. Might not go for the first 3 hours. I don't know. It depends on where we're gonna go. I got a spot, an offshore spot with like guaranteed fish, but they might not be over 2.5 pounds in Harris. I have a couple grass patches to hit in Eustis. I have a shell bed area. It's kind of like a stretch of shell and grass on the edge in Beauclair. And then I have the stuff way down at the bottom of Apopka. And the stuff in Beauclair, the stuff in Eustis, and likely the entire area in Harris are going to have boats on it. So it's going to be one of those deals where I'm going to be blasting down the lake and have to make a split-second decision. And it's literally supposed to rain all day tomorrow with gusts to 30 to 40 miles an hour and a straight, I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, straight 15 to 20 miles an hour. So we're just gonna have to see. One thing I do know is it's gonna screw a lot of people up. It's gonna screw a lot of people's surefire bites up that they had because it's been pretty much sunny and beautiful every single day of practice. And it's gonna be blasting and raining and a hairy drive down to the south end of Apopka. So good news is it's blowing out of the southwest tomorrow. So that stuff's not gonna get blown out as far as the mud. Blown out areas in Florida with even muddier water blowing into them, especially in these shallow lakes where you can be a mile out in the lake and it's 2 feet deep. That stirs it up even worse, and that really wrecks it for these Florida strains. So at least we don't have to worry about our area down the southwest side of Apopka getting blown out. So tomorrow is the last one. We have to top 10 it, and we're going to give it our best. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to catch them on a glide bait. I don't know if we're going to catch them on a Ned rig. I don't know if we're going to catch them on a chatterbait, a crankbait, a Carolina rig. I have all of them tied on, and I have supreme confidence in every single thing on my front deck. We're just going to have to catch keepers and hopefully get a couple of those big ones to bite too. They're out there. It's Florida. They're swimming around. It's been tougher for most people in practice, I think, and it's going to fish small, and the weather's going to be nasty for everyone. So, that being said, we'll catch you tomorrow morning. Start mentally preparing for this tumultuous day on the water. Let's get them.